where the chairs are.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Plasman Athletic Center here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's the 2018 USPSA MK Battery Conference Cup Series. We are about to kick off the third place match in the Premier Conference, CNY United versus the Circle City Rollers for Power Soccer Shop. I'm Tony Jackson, and joining me once again after a long hiatus, the head coach of the Bort Crushers and Shockers, as well as two-time World Cup winning head coach, Chris Finn. Chris, hello.
Hey, Tony, it's great to be here, and I'm really looking forward to this third place match between these two teams. Both were exciting semifinals, which led to both of them unfortunately losing, but here we are being graced with two great teams to play one final game to get the result of third place.
And you know, one thing I love about the third place match is that there's something to play for still. Excuse me. Now, of course, there's something to play in the championship match. You're obviously looking to win the title, but in the third place match, the winner gets hardware. Plain and simple. The winner gets hardware, the loser goes home with nothing. So there's certainly a lot to play for here. And now we are underway. Drew Cunningham for CNY United with the ball. Tony Reuter, number 23 with it. Michael Archer for the Circle City Rollers now takes the ball away. Peyton Seffick, number 18, with the ball. That's close to a 2-on-1 violation, but play continues. Case Calvert, number 15, on the ball against Peyton Seffick now. In the goal for the Circle City Rollers, number 39, Kevin Perry. Just to finish up the lineup, Drew Cunningham, number 25. And in goal for CNY United, number 22, Ryan Charbonneau. On the other courts, 5th place, 7th place, and 9th place being decided on court 2, Minnesota Magic, Minnesota Shockwave. A Midwest battle on court 3, Tampa Bay Thunder, San Jose Steamrollers for 7th place. And in the game of relegated teams on court 4, SoCal Vaqueros versus Glasses Chicago Fire. Now Reuter going to take the kick for CNY United. Archer comes out to take the ball away. Reuter the last to touch it, so it's going to go out for a Circle City kick-in. It looks like Case Calvert is going to take the kick now. Nicely done by Michael Archer to let that ball go through. Seffick taking on Archer. Reuter couldn't handle that ball from Seffick, so Seffick takes over. Russo there. The pass, Cunningham takes it. Calvert last touching Cunningham. The ball goes out of play. Circle City ball. Archer cut off by Cunningham. Calvert taking on Peyton Seffick. Heavy contact there. Play continues. I want to congratulate Case Calvert. He recently got married. Rebecca, his wife, she's here in the stands watching closely. That ball heading down the floor. Out of play. MK Battery goal kick coming up.
I heard it rained at their wedding.
It is the Midwest, Chris, so that is a likely thing to happen.
Hopefully it won't rain on their parade here today.
Calvert, nice pass, but it's cut off by Seffick, who read that quite well. Cunningham cuts off that pass from Archer. Russo there. She's going to peel out and let Archer take over. Seffick thought about taking a pass, but Archer cut off his passing lanes. Archer, that ball going to go out for a Circle City kick-in. Fourth minute of the match. Go ahead, Chris.
There's a lot of talent here on the floor. If you count it, 5 Team USA players from the last World Cup with Cunningham and Sefik on CNY United, and Archer, Calvert, and Russo from the Circle City Rollers. So it'll be really interesting to see how they battle it out here, all of them knowing each other so well and playing over the last couple of years.
And that was one thing that Joel Rodriguez from Glasses Chicago Fire and I spoke about earlier. At this level, all the players know each other so well. They've been playing against each other for so long that there really aren't any secrets. And as you mentioned, with Team USA members being represented out here on both teams, there's just such a deep familiarity between these players and these teams. It's going to be really interesting to see how this game unfolds as we go along. Archer trying to work that CNY defense. Charbonneau's there. Now Archer not going to be able to push through, but Archer gets around. Archer's going to score a goal. Charbonneau reacted late on that ball. He knew Archer was going to come around, but he didn't quite get there fast enough. And you watch him right here. Charbonneau looking to his right. The ball comes out, and then he turns to his left. Looked like there was a little misunderstanding, a little miscommunication. Circle City Rollers up 1-0. That goal coming in the 5th minute. Nice pass, but it's taken away, and CNY United will push Circle City back, way back. Kick in for the Rollers.
I always like to think of these as offensive opportunities here for CNY United, if they can really capitalize on keeping the ball down in this end.
Yeah, it's so important to really pinch the other team hard and press them and keep them down here, but Michael Archer does a great job here pushing the ball out of the area. It really is important to put a lot of pressure on the team kicking the ball because they don't want to make a mistake coming out of that corner.
That's right, and it's easy to make that mistake. One little hit and miss it, and it's going back the other way.
Sefik, the pass to Cunningham. Cunningham taking on Archer again. Cunningham pushing through Archer. And I was talking to somebody off the air about Drew Cunningham, and he was a really good player before World Cup training, but he improved so much once he was named to Team USA, and he's really become that elite player, and it's no wonder that Mike Hayes chose him to be on Team USA.
Yeah, and being able to work with all those elite athletes at once, it just really allows you to up your own game and learn from some of the best coaching in the country.
Close to a 2-on-1 violation, but the ball goes out in favor of the Circle City Rollers. Circle City love to score goals from this spot, Chris.
They're just deadly accurate with Archer on the ball, and he has such a connection after working with Russo and Calvert for so many years.
Russo with a shot, and that one glances out for an MK Battery goal kick. She doesn't miss those very often, but Peyton Sefik was right there to disrupt her timing.
He was. She worked on getting the proper angle, but just had that space cut off where she wasn't able to get it down to the goal.
Calvert, Charbonneau with the clearance. Reuter trying to send the ball the other way. Cunningham now has got an opportunity to take the ball and push it up the floor. Kevin Perry, Michael Archer there, the kick out. Archer cuts him off though, nicely done by Michael Archer. Sefik now trying to get the ball out to Reuter. Reuter gets the ball, Tony Reuter with it. Reuter tries to get it up to Sefik. He can't do it now. Reuter going to try to drive Archer, but Archer takes the ball away. Now Russo almost forced him to the goal area, and that's not what Circle City wants. I mean, Natalie Russo, a great player, but the plan is always to have Archer in the goal area.
Definitely, Sefik was able to get that ball off of Archer and really turn it in and almost had an opportunity to split the defense.
Cunningham going to take the kick. Sefik lets that ball go through, and I think Reuter was waiting for the tip down towards the post, and both he and Sefik went down there. That deflected off of Calvert. So kick in at the center line for CNY United. Nice give and go between Cunningham and Sefik. Cunningham driving Russo. Russo kicks out. Peyton Sefik couldn't get the proper angle to get that ball back to Cunningham. Sefik with the ball. Archer with a long shot down the floor. And he's just pushing CNY United back to kind of give his team an opportunity to create a turnover and maybe another goal.
Hopefully they can keep him down here and spread out Case Calvert over to the far side and get him an opportunity to score the goal.
Cunningham. Archer goes behind Sefik. Sefik now coming into the area. Archer. Cunningham holds on to that ball. Oh, close to a 2-on-1. A little miscommunication there, but Cunningham gets out. Sefik, Russo. Archer with a shot. Saved by Charbonneau. Archer with another shot, and that just missed.
He's so deadly from the top of the goal area, Tony, that anytime he gets that 180 spin on the ball, it's with such power and accuracy, he'll find the 13 inches inside the far post.
He knows exactly where those goal posts are, and again, that shot was not off by much. Archer lets that ball go through. Cunningham kind of disrupted that play a little bit. Pass back. Archer gets to it first. Charbonneau just going to... Oh, he hits it off of Cunningham. Big mistake there for CNY United.
Unlucky that Charbonneau just needed to dribble it out or punch it out.
That ball gets across to Russo. Shot saved by Sefik. Another kick in for the Circle City Rollers. 12th minute of the match. Circle City up 1-0. Archer, Calvert, that off the side of his chair. Heavy contact. That ball kicked out. Sefik's there. Russo, Cunningham, still doing battle. Nice job by Natalie Russo to pull the ball away from Cunningham. Now they continue doing battle. Nice job, Natalie Russo. Keep the ball in play. Sefik chips the ball away. Pass over to Archer, though. Calvert has to come up. Sefik disrupts that pass just enough to stop Calvert. Calvert pushing. Sefik turning. That ball off of Sefik. It's going to be another kick in. And again, Circle City Rollers love to try to score goals from here.
It's one thing I love that they do is they're able just to get the ball out of bounds on the other off the other team, so they're able to set up these opportunities.
And that ball right into Charbonneau. Cunningham, nice touch on the ball, and now he's on a break. Cunningham, Perry, one-on-one. Archer gets back into the goal area in time. Oh, and almost a foul there, but play continues. Archer with a clearance, close to a 2-on-1 violation. Cunningham and Sefik getting too close together.
It's really interesting seeing the 2-on-1s being called and how earlier you could maybe call a few of them, but the referee seems to be allowing them to play a little bit more.
Oh, nice control by Michael Archer to get around Cunningham. Nice job, Peyton Sefik, to strip Archer. Russo comes in, trying to get the ball off of Sefik. Russo looking to drive Sefik, kick the ball out. Archer across to Calvert. Calvert with a shot saved by Charbonneau. Calvert backs out of the way. Now Archer looking for a shot off of Charbonneau, and now Reuter cuts off Archer. That's close to a 2-on-1 violation. Charbonneau came right up. Archer cuts off Reuter, and now a clearance. Sefik Archer, Reuter with an opportunity. Archer closes that off, however. Seffic's there. That ball out of play. Kick in for Circle City Rollers. Seffic with a shot off of Calvert. Now that's going to roll out. It's going to be a kick in for CNY United. I think Seffic was hoping that it was going to roll over the end line for a goal kick.
I think so. That's the hope, so you get the ball in a little bit better position. Oh, but now they're changing the call, Tony.
Yeah, it's going to be Circle City Rollers ball. It didn't look like it touched a United player, but the referees obviously down there on the floor have a better vantage point than we do. Archer all the way across. Russo back to Archer. Archer holds onto the ball for a moment, trying to get Charbonneau to make a mistake. Let's see. Archer now looking to pass back up. Calvert's there. Archer. Calvert back to Archer. Archer. Charbonneau does very well. Nice patient play. Ryan Charbonneau. Now Charbonneau clearing the area. Great job, Ryan Charbonneau. That ball's out. Still in, actually. Now the referee says it's out of play.
Charbonneau doing a good job being aggressive and coming out of the goal area when needed and really taking on Archer and moving that ball up court. So he wants to make sure it's out of there as much as possible.
Charbonneau has been doing really well. He picks his moments when he should be aggressive and when he should stay back and be calm. And he's done really well with that throughout this tournament for the most part. I mean, despite the result from the semifinal match with Turnstone, I mean, you can really see he's done super well with finding that time to come out and be aggressive and push the ball down the floor.
It's so important to have a goalie who's steady in the back, who's able to pick those moments and be able to step out of the goal area, be aggressive, push the ball out, and carry it down floor if able.
Heavy contact between Cunningham and Russo. Cunningham tried to get it up to Seffic. Seffic, however, taking the ball away from Russo. Russo recovers well, but Seffic very strong one-on-one. Oh, but he can't control the ball. It's going to be a kick-in for the Circle City Rollers. 17th minute, Circle City up 1-0 on Court 2, the 5th place match. Minnesota Magic 1, Minnesota Shockwave 0. Archer dragging Seffic towards that goal. Seffic knows that he can't give Archer any room to kick that ball out. Nicely done by Seffic. And now there's a break down the floor. Seffic driving Russo, trying to close in. Seffic looking to go maybe behind Perry. There's a cross. Cunningham couldn't turn around to make that shot. Great opportunity for CNY, but they just could not convert.
Sometimes it's so hard when that pass just isn't in the right place to stop, back up, and then spin around to make that shot on goal.
I mean, to be fair, that ball was behind Cunningham. He made a valiant effort to get to it, but he couldn't quite get there. Archer down to Russo. Nicely done. Natalie Russo, however, couldn't turn in enough to keep the ball on target. So it's going to be another MK Battery goal kick for CNY United. 19th minute of this first half. Circle City still leading by 1. Russo is going to let that ball roll out of play. CNY United with the kick in. Archer. Reuter, close to a 2-on-1. Archer can't control it, and so CNY United with the kick in.
Let's see if they can work it down to Reuter here and get it back across or into a shot on the goal. Archer's cutting him off.
Another kick in for CNY United.
This angle is really difficult to get anything too much on goal.
Nicely done, and that ball, the deflection on goal, that ball now out for a Biogen corner kick. It is a very difficult angle from there, but nicely played by CNY United to get that deflection on goal.
Definitely, they did a great job following up. Reuter coming back, and hopefully they'll be able to get another opportunity here.
Cunningham taking the kick. Archer reads it well. Kick in for CNY United. We're in added time. Can CNY United equalize before the half? Nice move by Michael Archer. He read that perfectly. He's going to roll out for a kick in, but the referee blows a whistle. That's the halftime. Now we are going to go to break. Chris, your thoughts before we do?
Well, it was a good first attack by Circle City. Michael taking on Sefik and Carbonneau in the goal area, and just able to sneak the ball around Carbonneau and put it into the goal. Maybe there was a little miscommunication between Sefik and Carbonneau and when Archer was releasing with the ball, so they took advantage. But CNY United is doing their own, holding their own, pressing Circle City down in their end, getting a few goal-scoring opportunities, and they're in this game, Tony. They'll have an opportunity with a few more if they can just execute and put one between the posts.
They certainly are. A quick update before we leave. Minnesota Magic 2, Minnesota Shockwave 0. We're taking a break. We'll be back with the second half. You are watching the third place match from the Premier Conference. It's the 2018 USPSA MK Battery Conference Cup Series. Third place is on the line and a trophy. It's the Premier Conference. You are watching the 2018 MK Battery Conference Cup Series. For Power Soccer Shop, I'm Tony Jackson, and once again joining me, the head coach of the Borp Crushers and Shockers, Chris Finn. And Chris, it's been a pretty back and forth match. Circle City Rollers, a Michael Archer goal, the only difference. Circle City, well, CNY United really, what do you think they can do here to kind of open the game up a little bit and get that first goal?
Well, they changed up their lineup just a little bit. They switched goalies. Carbonneau is up playing up court, and Reuter is back in goal. So that may make a difference. We'll see how that pans out for them. But I think just continuing to put pressure, and if they can get the ball on a kickback around Archer inside the goal area, there may be opportunity on the far post to put one in.
CNY United relies heavily on passing the ball, creating space and passing the ball around the goal area, and Circle City has really taken that away from them and hasn't really allowed them to get their offense going.
Not at all, and they've been struggling a little bit just getting a good enough pass to get it down to the wings to Cunningham or to Reuter in the first half. So hopefully they'll be able to switch that around and get some momentum going here.
Cunningham, Archer. Cunningham loses that ball. Nice passing for Circle City. That one off of Sefik. Now Cunningham's got an opportunity to get down the floor. He had to wait for that ball just a quick moment. Now Archer saw that ball and let it go. Such a great move by Michael Archer. The tendency is to want to make a play on that ball. He saw it was going wide, so he decided to let it go. Great job by Kevin Perry there to play it as well.
It's such a nerve-wracking situation when you see your ball going right towards the post, and you never know with these balls whether they're going to curve or turn with the momentum that they're having.
Indeed, but Archer read that well, and it did not go in. Sefik back to Cunningham. Now they had scored on Turnstone with that play pretty much. It was a little bit lower. Now the idea is to get the defender to jump up and create that gap between the keeper and the defender, and Cunningham comes across to whoever's at the far post.
They almost had it, just a little bit harder touch, and maybe Cunningham would have been able to get there.
See, Archer's playing everybody really close and not even allowing to pass the ball. Forget about trying to cut off passing lanes. He's just not letting them pass the ball.
When you get up really close on the opposition, they're really, when you can't swing your chair out to make that pass, there's really nowhere you can go except playing one-on-one and trying to drive the ball down the court.
Calvert looks like he's going up to Archer. Cunningham defending. Sefik is there. Cunningham backed out. Now there's a pass to Russo. Russo takes a shot. It's saved by Sefik. Sefik a little heavy on the touch, but the ball was still in play. Well, now the referee says it was out of play. Circle City Rollers with a kick. Archer off of Cunningham. Another kick in.
Cunningham doing a good job just getting in the way of Case Calvert, but keeping the angle of his chair going up court, so if Archer puts the ball off of him, that it will stay up court. Just wasn't able to pull away fast enough to get that angle on the ball. Now they'll have a corner kick here and see if Circle City can capitalize.
Oh, Sefik came up. Archer stopped his kick. Archer, Calvert, that ball all the way across. Russo didn't even need to clean it up. Case Calvert with a perfect touch, slides it into the far post. It's 2-0, Circle City Rollers.
What a great shot by Calvert, just getting the right angle to put it in the far post. Sefik was challenging Archer, making him create a little indecision at first, but then Archer just took that big pass right to Calvert, and he was able to put it in the goal far post.
When you hit it that perfectly, there is nothing a defense can do to stop that.
There isn't. If you get a hard, accurate pass every time, you just can't stop it.
Archer heading the other way. Sefik closing him down. Reuters there. See Archer trying to create a little bit of space between him and Sefik, but Sefik, just like Archer with his teammates, closing down those spaces. Nicely done by Sefik to read that attempted pass. Russo, great turn by Natalie Russo. Nicely done by Peyton Sefik to knock the ball off of Russo. Kick in for CNY United.
Just have to be a little bit careful here to control the ball. So Circle City, they're really pinching up tight to try and take that ball away.
Calvert, just like that, just as you mentioned, keeping CNY United deep in their own end of the floor.
Yeah, now if they can just keep the ball in the corner and maybe scoop it across to Calvert on the far side here.
Oh, Cunningham. Nicely done to keep it in. Now Russo. Russo trying to find an open space, but Sefik takes it away. Archer, Sefik, great battle between these two in the CNY goal area. Archer kicks out, no one was there to collect it. Cunningham goes behind Russo, but Russo, great defense to stop Cunningham. Nicely done, Drew Cunningham, just to clear that ball out.
It was a great job anticipating by Cunningham. Russo looking to make that little touch towards the center of the court, looking for a teammate, and Cunningham was able to just spin around and put it down court, and hopefully CNY United will be able to keep Circle City in their own area here to create their own opportunity for goal.
Cunningham gets the ball off of Archer. Archer trying to turn Cunningham back around. Cunningham going to try to either win a corner kick or kick it out, but he can't do either. Cunningham, Archer with the ball still. Cunningham with the kick out. Sefik with a shot. He misses just barely. Russo keeps the ball in play. Archer's going to let that ball roll out for a kick in. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Peyton Sefik. Right there, Cunningham gets it across. Sefik turns, and he just didn't back up quite enough.
And that's what they're looking for, Tony, to drag Archer out of the goal area, down to the post, and if they can somehow get a kick out to the top of the goal area and get a shot on goal or pass it to the far wing to put it in the far post. That's what they need to do, and here they are putting pressure on Circle City.
And now you see CNY United now starting to pass the ball around. Excuse me. And that's what they really need to do to kind of keep Archer moving around. Russo hits the ball down the floor. She's going to catch that. Sefik takes it away. Quick note, Case Calvert out of the match, in his place, Colin McIntyre, number 21. Russo with a shot. Reuter's going to have to make a save. That was actually wide. Colin McIntyre with a shot. An opportunity stopped by Reuter. My goodness. Tony Reuter playing with fire now. McIntyre. Cunningham with the ball now. Archer, Sefik, two members of Team USA doing battle here. The pass out. Drew Cunningham, another Team USA member. And now CNY United starting to pass the ball around. Cunningham collects that ball. It's still in play. That ball's out. Kick in for Circle City Rollers.
They're really starting to move that ball a little bit more fluid down the court. making the passes in between the rollers.
Archer across to McIntyre. McIntyre's going to collect that ball. McIntyre tries to go behind Reuter. Sefik is there. Archer tries to get it down to Russo. Circle City with a kick in. 31st minute of the match. Circle City Rollers. Michael Archer all the way across. Sefik reads that well. Charbonneau holds onto that ball for just a moment. That allows Russo to cut off his passing lane. Sefik now working across. Charbonneau. Russo almost got that ball, but it's going to be a kick in for CNY United.
They're really deceptively patient here, CNY United, moving that ball, making those little passes down across the court to each other, moving the ball.
Sefik with an opportunity. Cunningham, ball cut off by Archer. Now, I didn't think Archer was going to swing that ball out like that, but he did. And Cunningham had an opportunity to get that ball across the area. Now there's a passing opportunity. Charbonneau with a shot, saved by Archer. Cunningham, Charbonneau with a shot off of Archer. Nice save by Michael Archer. We're going to get a Biogen corner kick coming up. Cunningham, that bevel kind of messing with his kicking motion a little bit. Cunningham, the spin. Archer just kicks it out of play.
Just not able to get that pass hard enough up to Sefik before Archer's great anticipation of the ball.
Cunningham across. Sefik lets it roll through. Charbonneau with a shot. Saved by Perry. Charbonneau pushing. Charbonneau still in play. The ball, it's not over the line. Archer's got it. Kevin Perry. The ball is sandwiched right between them, and we're going to get a set ball. Very smart play by the Circle City defense. Let's check that out one more time, ladies and gentlemen. That ball was just on the line, and you can see Michael Archer, Kevin Perry just deciding to hold on to it. Charbonneau almost had that. Russo now. They're trying to get the ball down the floor. We're back live action here. Court 1 of the Plasman Athletic Center. It's a beautiful facility in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If you get a chance to visit it, I highly recommend it. Sefik trying to get behind Russo. Sefik, Archer. Cunningham with a shot off the back of Archer. The pass to Russo. Sefik's there with it. Archer's going to let that roll out. Sefik's not going to get there in time.
CNY United is really pressing here, getting some opportunities, opening up the space, moving Archer around.
Looked like they got called for a 2-on-1 violation. Now Peyton Sefik going to take the kick. Cunningham at the top of the area. Charbonneau waiting at the far post. Sefik up to Cunningham. Cunningham tried to go back to Sefik. Russo now. Reuter's there to make a play on it. Archer going to take a shot. Michael Archer, oh my! From center court. Scores a long-range bomb. Circle City Rollers 3. CNY United 0. Let's watch that one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Reuter sent that ball directly in the path of Michael Archer, and you see him pause for just a moment. He saw that ball coming all the way, and he did not miss. Circle City Rollers, what a dramatic shot. They're up 3-0.
Archer doesn't miss those opportunities when it's kind of gift wrapped by the goalie there, just by directing the ball right back up the middle. He needs to put that out to one of the wings and transition back into the offensive and put Circle City back on their heels. But by putting it right up the middle, he gives Circle City that opportunity.
Now Brandon Gardner into the match for Natalie Russo. 35th minute. Circle City Rollers in the lead. And again, the possession's been really back and forth, and CNY United haven't really done anything wrong. The only thing they haven't been able to do is score any goals. Circle City defense has been fantastic, Chris.
It has been. CNY United has been able to create a little bit of momentum in the second half by, for the most part, keeping the ball in the center or on Circle City Rollers half of the court. But just not being able to get past Archer in his anticipatory moves of their passes.
So now Colin McIntyre at the near post, Brandon Garner at the far post. Archer looks like he's going to go far post. Archer to McIntyre, actually. Save. McIntyre with a shot. Saved by Reuter. Archer with a shot off the post. Archer with another shot. Michael Archer with 2 jaw-dropping goals. Let's watch that again. McIntyre misses that shot. Reuter, Archer with 1 shot off the post. Archer with a quick spin. And again, Chris, when you hit it like that, there is nothing a defense can do.
Not at all. The only thing the defense could have done is stayed put. But it's so hard because you think the ball may come across to the top of the box to create an opportunity for a shot there, but Archer is just deadly accurate with those types of spin kicks.
Well, for me, the impressive part about it was his ability to get around on the ball again so quickly, because that ball was coming off the post at a pretty good rate of speed, but he saw the ball coming off the post and he just immediately kept spinning and scored that goal.
It almost looked like a carousel.
It really did. I mean, most players aren't able to turn around fast enough to get that ball again. And granted, the chairs pretty much all run at the same speed, but Archer, he saw the ball and he knew it was going to hit the post. At least it looked like he knew it was going to hit the post, and he just spun again because it was coming right back at him.
Exactly. Let's see if CNY United can create an opportunity here.
That ball crossed but cut off by Archer. And as you mentioned earlier, just his anticipation is world class. His ability to read angles and read shots is right there, one of the top in the world.
Just on that play alone, Cunningham hit it right towards Archer. Archer just moved his chair out at a little bit of an angle, and that ball is deflected all the way up towards center court.
Cunningham with the ball. That ball last touching off of Cunningham. MK Battery goal kick for the Circle City Rollers. On court 2, Minnesota Magic 4, Minnesota Shockwave 0.
Less than 3 minutes left in the game. Down 4-0 for CNY United. We'll see if they can even create one more opportunity here to get a goal to salvage a little bit of hope. But Archer just keeps denying them, pushing the ball out.
Nice play by Brandon Garner there to keep that ball on the court. Brandon Garner with a strong move, but he can't control it. It goes out of play. CNY United with a kick. And Chris, just to kind of dovetail off your point, when you're down by this much, a goal, even if it won't get you a victory, it can do a lot for you mentally.
It definitely can. It just gives you that little bit of hope, that little bit of success that you want to see in a game that you can take away and say, well, we did this.
McIntyre, shot on goal, saved by Reuter and out of play. Now Circle City Roller looking to add just a little bit more to their lead. Archer all the way across, but it's cut off by Sefik. Cunningham makes the turn, heads down the floor. Kevin Perry at the top of the area. Perry holding onto the ball. Does quite well to hold off Cunningham. Cunningham trying to go off the back of Archer. Charbonneau with the ball. Cunningham's going to have to, well, he thought about rotating out because Charbonneau was coming down, but that was unnecessary. So that ball out of play. CNY United with a kick in. Added time here. Perhaps the last opportunity for CNY United to get a goal.
Sefik looking to take away Archer in his anticipation, but Archer, just his awareness of where to go, where to be, and how fast he needs to move to get there is just amazing.
Close to a 2-on-1 violation. Brandon Garner had to come into the box. Now Kevin Perry all alone. Charbonneau with a shot, and Ryan Charbonneau with a goal, and there it is. Chris, we talked about it, and although it's not going to win the game for them, this is a good morale boost for CNY United. And Kevin Perry and the Circle City Rollers are certainly going to be disappointed, as you want that clean sheet.
You definitely do, and there was a little mix-up, it looked like, in communication out there with Archer and Gardner, and which kept Archer out of the goal area and left Perry all alone, almost defenseless there, with CNY United for sure to pounce on that opportunity.
McIntyre trying to get that goal back. Sefik having other ideas by sending it out of play. And the referee blows the final whistle. CNY United score a goal at the end, but Circle City, with 4 of their own, they win this one 4-1, and they're going to come away with 3rd place. And again, some hardware. And it's not the hardware they wanted, but to go home with hardware, you're only one of 3 teams out of 10 that are going to be able to say that you did that.
Definitely, it's almost bittersweet taking 4th place. You made it all this way to the match where you had a chance to be in that top 3, and coming in with 4th, even though you're above 6 other teams, Tony, in the premier conference. That's in itself is such an accomplishment, but that's not what you want. We're here to compete. We're here to take home that hardware you're talking about, be at the top, be the best, and that's what we want. That's why you're here to play the game.
Indeed. And so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to see the best. The championship match, Turnstone Flyers versus RHI Sudden Impact. It's guaranteed to be awesome. I couldn't think of another word, Chris, but awesome. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, the championship match from the Premier Conference. You're watching the 2018 USPSA MK Battery Conference Cup Series.